Hey all, this is Nisha again, and so far we have seen what is communication and what are the types of communication. Communication is something that is used to transfer a message or an information from one person to the another person is called communication. And coming back to the types of communication, verbal communication and non-verbal communication. Verbal in the sense we use words to communicate, which might be a written communication, it might be reading or listening to someone and speaking. Everything comes under the verbal communication. Verbal communication is also called as oral communication. Non-verbal communication in the sense what we do while we speak. Everything comes under the non-verbal communication. In that, the body language, which includes the posture, gesture, eye contact, hand movements, everything comes under non-verbal communication. Even the sounds comes under the non-verbal communication. Now we are going to discuss about what are the barriers in communication. Yes, of course. Everybody have a barrier while communicating. Even when I was a kid, I had a barrier. Still now, I am having a barrier, but I am ready to face it boldly. So that makes me a person to communicate in my comfortable language. It might be English or some other regional languages. So everyone will have a barrier in the initial stage while we are communicating in any kind of languages. So it's okay to make mistakes and learn from it. Now we shall discuss about the barriers in communication, and here are a few barriers. First one is physical barrier. What is called as physical? Physical in the sense something which is objectified. Yeah, when we people are having an interview with someone, we used to sit in some distance, right? In that distance, if some object is disturbing our vocal or some kind of sound, then that comes under the physical barrier. And next thing is distance barrier. Yes, obviously when a person is taking an interview, like it is in a GD without mic, in a group discussion without mic, when our vocal is very much minimal, the one who is speaking cannot be audible to everybody. Yes. In that cases, distance plays a major barrier for someone who is trying to communicate. Next important barrier that everybody is facing is called as language barrier. Yes, when even in India we people live in different states like Tamil Nadu, Kerala, in that cases even that children are facing a language barrier. When a kid from Tamil Nadu is admitted in Kerala, and from Kerala when a kid is admitted in Tamil Nadu, they are facing a barrier in their regional languages. So in that purpose, there comes a common language which is English. Everybody is using for themselves. So in that cases, language plays a major thing. It is also sometimes a barrier for communication. And next barrier is time. Yeah, when a man is living in abroad, if he wants to communicate to us in India, there comes a time barrier. When he wakes up, it might be for him, it might be a morning, but for us it might be in the evening or it might be night time. So in that cases, time plays a major role as a barrier. Next one is gender barrier. In gender barrier, in a traditional methodology, a man will feel like he might be feeling some kind of shyness towards a woman to convey his message or information, to communicate with that. Obviously, like the same way, in women will also have some kind of nervousness to speak with a higher official of man. In that circumstances, gender plays a major role as a barrier. Okay, next barrier is a cultural barrier. It is also called as a traditional barrier. In the tradition of China, they have a culture of wishing someone with greetings, and in Japanese also they follow. For every word, for every sentence, they treat some other people while communicating with respect and dignity. When it comes to India, personally, we people will convey our message in a simpler form of a sentence. So in that cases, when we move for different countries, their culture affects our communication. So to have an effective communication, first we should learn their traditional cultures also, so that our barriers will be avoided. Next thing is emotional barrier. Yes, obviously every people here are emotionally connected towards every object or some other persons or something in their personal life. When that person empathize themselves in that position, when they are conversing to somebody, there plays a emotional barrier. To overcome that, they should not empathize in that position. They should just communicate what they want to tell to someone. Yeah, I hope you guys have understood what are the types of barriers in this video. And from the next video, we will see how to overcome these kind of barriers in our real time. Thank you.